It's 7:51 GMT, and just wanted to record today's session. Pretty much what I can get out. So today's CPI. So I think we had a very quiet week. So I think we can have some volatility going into CPI. So just wanted to record the session and discuss where I'm at right now. So last time I think we were looking for price to go into this new pick up into the fractal, and it had done so. Bounce, came back up, and since I think we got here and then down, I was a little bit of confused for a couple of sessions as to where the price wants to go, and I'm still not sure. So I'm just playing both sides right now, really. So going in a little bit deeper. So you can see, we had this new pick up of the price action, and we came back up into this delta structure. This was a Friday, and we traded a little bit of up into some of these areas which I thought this was picked up and that we should come into this area or this area, but it didn't, and came to the downside. I had played some longs right in here, and I was looking for this momentum now to push into this or this. We still didn't get that, and then we came all the way down. Now I was still looking to buy, but I was looking for this price action to come into this area, and we still didn't get there. So trade back up now with this move up. Also, I was looking for price action to go up, but as you can see, yesterday it did flip over. So right now I'm looking for a little bullish scenario, but I think if today's lows are really, I think if this little pocket right in here fails, 27.20, then I think we'll be trading into this area. And now I'm not sure on this one, so we could even trade into some of the deeper levels into what was feeding this whole leg up. So that can certainly be possible. So I have two trades for now which I wanted to discuss. So you can see, where should I start? So okay, so let's go like this. So we had this little range yesterday. This was picking up this tag of this range, so this is now empty in here, and then we came back down, and then this move went a little bit lower. So this was a tag, this little bit was a tag that was feeding that move down, and then we came into a little bit deeper, and then this was a little bit of a structure break for me. So so this move down really is just void of the sell liquidity. So this was another level, came back in. I was not at the screen, so pick this up, and now also look at where this candle went. So this candle went above, just a little bit of above these highs, and I came back down, and I got on the screen here, and you can see it started to shift. So we'll discuss that on the lower time frames. I think it was 5. Yeah, so you can see this move is also, so let's go like this. So this move was breaking the shelf right in here. So this move down was void of liquidity, and then it came back down to some of the structure, not clear. And I thought this could still make a run to the downside, but this move down would have to really maintain, because it came above this shelf. So, and we came back above, and we started to hold right in here. So when we extended above this, I took this retest of the price action, keeping my stop just below in here, and then took major position right out in here, and we'll discuss why we took out the position. And I also shorted this price action as well. So I took half of the position out right in here, and now I'm looking for this price to hold for a bit, because it was moving above this high, and also we have this liquidity. So if we go on this 15-minute chart, so you can see this is a tag right in here, and this is the last available liquidity, and this tag is what is moving us above this whole range. So this pocket should maintain. I think if we do trade below this pocket, I think we'll come crashing down into possibly the lows in here, and possibly lower. I'm not keen on this structure, so I would really like price to move lower, as pointed out earlier. So there was it, yeah, somewhere in here. That's what I'm looking at. So also this move, you can see this nice apex right in here. This is a very nice apex, and you can see this little shifting point, like this little accumulation right in here, which the price is feeding off of currently. So now if I go on this 1 minute, so you will see something right in here. So you can see this is the last current leg to the downside. You can see, so where all of this price action is originating from is somewhere on this area, and now where this area right in this area, this right in here is currently feeding off of from this little pocket right in here, or you can say this pocket, but I think this is much closer and much cleaner. So I shorted this price action, and I think this is also feeding the price action to the downside. You can see this. So whole of these moves are currently feeding off this area, which in turn is also feeding its liquidity from this area. So I think this is a pretty major level right in here, and I've shorted the price action in here, and I'm looking for this to actually take some profit right in this area. I'm looking to close some of the position out right in this area. Just a few ticks down, and I'll just take take half of the actually 40% of the position out. And initially the stop for this trade right in here was open just above 700 right in here, just keeping in mind this level, and I went above somewhere in here. So that was the stop placement in here. I've moved my stop just above this high as stated in here, and just looking for a couple of ticks to actually take 40% of the position out right in here and move my stop just at break even. And I do still think that this gap can fill. I think pre-CPI we won't see much move out of the range. So if we go on to this chart and see, so I think this is pretty much a well-established range. I think we could still run into this area, but I think if we do break this high, I think that's all the more confirmation that it wants to trade to the highest to the higher end of the range, or the overall range, so somewhere in this area. So kind of looking at this price action closely, so this was a buy from down in here, right in here. This is the buy right in here. The stop initially was here. Now I've taken not major, but 50% of the position out. Stop is just above break even, and looking for this fractal to hold. I think if we break this fractal, we can trade through all of this price action into the Asian low, and we'll see how this one will go. But I just want to explain what I'm looking at right now pre-CPI, and see how we trade into this session right in here. So also looking into this 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, this is also range, so I think we can have a nice bounce in here. I think if price does trade into this here, this is also another buyable move in here, at least for a little bit. And as you can see, the price is getting into a level right in here, so I think it's at the take profit is at somewhere around 12 pips right in here. Okay, I missed this one, so yeah, 12 pips. So I can see very nice reaction off of this. I didn't take anything out. That's why you won't have limits when taking the position out. So doesn't matter. I'll just close that position now and move my stop somewhere around break even, and see where this structure goes. So just a follow up. I got stopped out right in here of that short right in here, and it went up into some of this structure right in here, and currently it's failing. So I think can trade right back into this gap right in here, and have short the price action again at 600. So right on this pullback, and I'm looking for some profit right in this 490 area. So 10 pips, 11 pips, and bring back in here. So so you can see the reason is fairly being. So if we go on this 5 minutes, so you can see that large bit of liquidity on that tag. This got picked up right in here and dealt it off into this area. Now this move up, right in here had to maintain, and it sort of failed after coming in this below this low at 582, because this was quite dealt off, and then this move is a shortable move according to me, so I short at 600, and I'll take some out at 490 at 10-11 pips and see where it goes from here. So and also the time of the time of the day also is 9:30, so in half an hour lunch will begin. So I think that typically says that you could draw back into some of these thin movements like this. So just waiting to see if it does play out, and the stop is also just above this high right in here, so around 8.5 pip 8.5 pip stop loss, and very tight, but I think that's what the situation is telling me, or the price action is telling me right now. Above this I think we can make another run up. This is I marked a level right in here, not so keen, but just an exercise right in here, and see where it does from here. Let's wait. Also, this is the execution right in here. So I short right in here, took some profit in here, and then got stopped out. So made a little bit on that trade, but right now I'm short from here, stop right just above this high, and looking for a scaling right in here or into this gap right in here. So we'll see how this one will play out. Okay, so we were stopped out of this trade right in here at around 20. What was the number here? Around 670, and right now it's showing me that the pressure is still to the upside right now. Nothing has changed. It's 7 minutes till the CPI right now, and I'll try to take it on live and see where we go. But so far right now, I think the bias is to the upside. But I think when I go on this 5 and 15 minute, so this is the 5-minute chart, that the fact that the price did came into here below this tag, I think this move now up needs to maintain. And if even during the data, I think if we do trade below, call it somewhere around like 620ish, if we do trade below 620, I think we'll see a move down into this gap, and possibly right in here. The reason simply being that this dealing right in here is getting very exhaustive, the buy liquidity. So I think it's getting exhausted with this price action. So if the release is not to the upside, or if the level is not maintained right in here, I think we can slip back down into this area, and what I was looking for right around this area earlier. So that can very well happen. So let's see. I'll record when the data comes out. Okay, so I've closed some of more of my position right in here just before the data. So since there's a risk that we can still draw right back in, so I want to manage this position. So 15 seconds to the data now. Expected 0.2%, right in here 0.2%, CPI year over year 3.3, and let's see how this one will play out. And we'll get this right in here, so we'll release to the upside, and so far there is no data. Still pending. Switching of spreads right in here. I think we can get back into this. So 0.2, as it's in line with the expectations. So nothing much deviation to data. So I think that's fine. Nothing much of a surprise. So that's fine, and nothing. Actually, core CPI year over year came worse than expected. So 3.2% versus 3.3 expected, and also unemployment came worse than expected. So nothing much, not much deviation in the data. So this is pure function of liquidity, and you can see what we were expecting throughout the session, and it has played out very nicely. This can be a live shortable move, but not so keen on this one. Let's see. Might even put in a little bit right in here, but we have a very nice move from our long into this area, and then just going to manage it for now, and let's see how this one goes. Let's see if it gets right in here, and we'll see if we can record that. Okay, so you can see it's went completely back up, and complete rejection right in here for 63 pips. Too bad I didn't take the short right in here. I was watching S&P, but that's fine. Now I think if it draws right back into this weakness into call it 27,860, it's a fairly shortable. I'm also looking for a short right into this area. Very risky shot, but just let's see if there is some data, something on this. So yeah, I think somewhere I'll just put it like this. I think this is fairly tradable, but a much better level, right, somewhere around this low. So I'll just go something like this. Let's see if price draws right back into these areas, and now I want to short this price action for targets below these areas, somewhere in here. So nice 40 pip, can target nice 40 pip. I think it's a very nice shot if it comes right back into this area, and you can put the stop somewhere around these areas. And let's see, I'll exercise this shot, but I'll take a live shot right into this area if it comes back. So exercise right in here, so shorted this area, stop is right in here, and you can see it's responding a little bit right in here. So I would have preferred like this run to straight come into this area and then respond, but it didn't. So let's see how, if I do want to trade right in here, I might want to take something above in this 920. Depends on extension, how the price comes into this area. So I might choose my level somewhere in here, or might even take this one, depends. So let's see. So this is the tick chart, and we are out of the exercise right in here. And for this level I would just mark it like something like this, because this is the whole of the leg down, and this is a fractal that was feeding the prices down. So I think this might have a little bit more than what I marked earlier. So I'm going to mark this, and let's see. I think we can still trade into, you know, might be this area, or possibly what was feeding the price right into this area. It could, but I think if this level fails, then I think we probably have another run to the upside into this area, and then I think we can eventually make our way into this upper fractal, given how delta of this looks like. So I think the easy trades, I think they're done now. The easy trade that I was looking for at the beginning of the session have been over. I closed the last buy from here right in here. So I closed some when the price was extending up into this area, and now I've closed somewhere around this buy. I had my stop right in here, so I closed the position right in here now. So neutral right now, and let's see how this one will play out. If it could still run, I think I might even take a shot right in here with the stop just above in this area. Technically the stop should be above this right in here, but it's 20 pips. So let's see. I'll see how this one will play out. Okay, so it didn't extend right into the level, and it's now holding, but I am done for the day. I don't think I'll be making any more trades now, because I have a nice number of trades, 2-3 trades, and a very nice day long from here, and long from somewhere in here, and finally got out here and here. So only one loss and one shot right in here. Took something out right in here, got stopped out. So this was smeared a little bit on this trade, nothing much. So I think I'm fairly done right now, but just the final thoughts right in here. So I think the current move down, we have, I think, came below those lows. I think that's okay that it has gone up, but that move up right in here. So I would say like this move right in here, currently this move up, we'll have to maintain. And if it starts to break down right in here, then I think possibly we are coming into this area at 3, which could still be a long, and overall I think just a bias after this. So I think if this low breaks down, or somewhere in here the price breaks down, this can be a nice tradable response, but overall I'll be looking for the price to trading lower right into this area, or into what was feeding that daily fractal right in here. So you can see this move up is being fed by this area right in here. So we can reload into this area, and then we can try a little bit to the upside. So that's very wide outlook but one thing at a time. So let's see if we can maintain the sell pressure right in here, and yeah, that's it for the video.